Last time we left Joseph, the prison door had just closed behind him. He had done the right thing and still ended up punished. He had run from sin and still lost his freedom. And if you've ever felt that kind of unfairness, you know how heavy it can be. So here is the lesson we're following today. God is with you in the waiting. In prison, Joseph could have grown bitter. He could have stopped caring. He could have decided that faith was useless. But Joseph kept his heart steady. He worked faithfully. He treated people with kindness. And little by little, the prison keeper noticed something different about him. Soon, Joseph was trusted with responsibility inside the prison. He was still waiting, but he was not wasting the waiting. Then, one day, two important prisoners arrived. Pharaoh's cupbearer, Pharaoh's baker. Men who once lived close to power, now behind bars, confused, afraid. One morning Joseph saw their faces and asked, "Why do you look so troubled today?" They said, "We had dreams, but no one can explain them." Joseph answered softly, "Only God can explain dreams." "Tell me what you saw." The cupbearer spoke first. He saw a vine with 3 branches. The branches budded, blossomed, produced ripe grapes. He squeezed the grapes into Pharaoh's cup and placed the cup into the king's hand. Joseph listened, and then he said, "In 3 days, Pharaoh will lift you up and restore your job." Then the baker shared his dream. He carried baskets of bread on his head, but birds came and ate the bread from the baskets. Joseph's voice turned serious. "In 3 days," he said, "you will not be restored." It was hard to hear, but Joseph told the truth. He didn't twist it. He didn't soften it. He said what God revealed. Then Joseph made one small request to the cupbearer. "When you are free, remember me. Tell Pharaoh about me." 3 days passed. Everything happened exactly as Joseph said. The cupbearer was restored. The baker was not. And Joseph waited for the prison door to open, but days passed and nothing happened. Weeks passed and still nothing. The cupbearer returned to the palace and he forgot. No message, no help, just silence. And this is where many people lose hope, because waiting in silence feels like being invisible. But Joseph's story reminds us, silence is not the same as absence. God can be working even when you can't see a single sign. Then, at the right time, Pharaoh began to dream. He saw 7 healthy cows rise from the river, strong, full, thriving. Then 7 thin, starving cows came up after them and swallowed the healthy ones. He saw 7 full heads of grain. Then 7 dry, scorched heads appeared and swallowed the good ones. Pharaoh woke up shaken. He called his wise men. He demanded answers. But no one could explain the dreams. And suddenly, the cupbearer remembered. He said, "There is a man in prison who explained my dream perfectly. Everything happened exactly as he said." Pharaoh sent for Joseph at once. Joseph was brought out quickly. He was cleaned up, he was given fresh clothes, and in a single day he went from prison dust to the palace floor. Pharaoh told the dreams. Joseph listened carefully, then spoke clearly. "7 years of plenty are coming," Joseph said. "After that, 7 years of famine will come, so severe people will forget the good years." Then Joseph did more than explain. He gave Pharaoh a plan. "Store food during the good years. Prepare now so the people can survive later." Pharaoh was amazed, because Joseph didn't only interpret a dream, he offered wisdom that could save a nation. So Pharaoh lifted Joseph up. He placed authority in Joseph's hands. He made Joseph a leader over Egypt. The prisoner became a ruler. And this is what God can do. He can turn a long waiting season into a sudden open door. Joseph began to store grain. Then the famine came, just as God had shown. People grew hungry. The famine spread to other lands. It reached Joseph's home. Jacob sent his sons to Egypt to buy grain. And one day Joseph's brothers stood before him. They bowed down, just like in the dream. But they did not recognize him. Joseph recognized them immediately. And in that moment, Joseph faced a choice: revenge or mercy. Joseph tested his brothers, not to crush them, but to see if their hearts had changed. He asked them to return with their youngest brother, Benjamin. And when they returned, the pressure grew. Then Judah stepped forward. Judah, the brother who once helped sell Joseph, now pleaded for Benjamin's safety.
"Please, take me instead."
And Joseph saw it. His voice trembled, and he said,
"I am Joseph."
The brothers froze in fear. They expected punishment, but Joseph spoke mercy instead. Joseph forgave them. He embraced them. He invited his whole family to come to Egypt, where they would be safe. The pit was not the end. The prison was not the conclusion. The waiting was not wasted. Because God was with Joseph in the waiting, and God was writing a bigger story than Joseph could see. And that brings Joseph's journey to a close. It is a story woven with betrayal and redemption, hardship and divine purpose. A young man stripped of everything, who later chose forgiveness over revenge. Yet this account reaches far beyond Joseph alone. In many ways, it reflects our own lives. You may have experienced betrayal from those you trusted most. You may have walked the right path and still found yourself facing hardship or restraint. You may even feel overlooked, waiting, hoping, questioning whether the dreams placed in your heart will ever be realized. Joseph's journey offers a powerful reminder. Your pain is not without purpose. Every pit, every prison season, every unanswered delay carries meaning. Even when harm was intended, God can reshape it for good, every single time. The God who guided Joseph's steps is watching over yours as well. He has not lost sight of you. Your story is still unfolding. Remain steadfast. Stay faithful. If this message resonated with you, consider liking this video and sharing it with someone who might need encouragement today. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Family Faith Matters and enable notifications so you never miss an opportunity to learn more about our Judeo-Christian heritage.